If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. Yo, check this out. We might just have gotten the confirmation that Kendrick Lamar is dropping a new single for his then upcoming album this Friday, February 11th. Of course, Kendrick is set to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show this Sunday, so people were already speculating that he might be dropping something before then. I thought it was going to be February 4th, which then of course didn't come true because that was last week, but a lot of people still have not given up hope, and I even made a video last week, or even earlier this week I think, talking about the possibility of him still dropping this Friday, and we might have just gotten the confirmation for this. So rumors have been there obviously for a very long time. Kendrick teased his new album, the last one under Top Dog Entertainment, and said it was coming soon, but to this date we didn't get anything, and the Super Bowl seemed like the perfect timing for him to step out into the spotlight again and drop some new music. Well, let's fast forward to today, a couple of minutes ago. On Apple Music's Rap Life review, Ebro and Low Key were kind of talking about the possibility of Kendrick dropping something very soon, and Low Key talked about how he's supposed to perform at the Super Bowl, of course, and people thought that he was going to drop before then, and that there's still a possibility he's going to drop on Friday. Basically everything that we've been talking about for like months now. Well, then Ebro just comes out of nowhere and says that he got a note from the show's producer called Sasha, and then he reads the note because he says that, well, the way the note is written, it seems like it's confirmed that Kendrick is dropping this Friday. And then he reads this note from the show's producer, who apparently has some inside information and just knows more than all of us. Well, the note reads, with the release of the single to be debuted ahead of the performance. And he stopped right there because that basically told us everything. So in this producer's note that Ebro now read out in front of millions of people, the producer of the show Rap Life Review on Apple Music, which is a pretty big platform and a pretty big show, just kind of like dropped the hidden information that Kendrick is actually dropping this Friday. And it is true. The way that this note is composed, it definitely implies that Kendrick is dropping something this Friday, because what other day would be ahead of his show? His show was on Sunday, so the only possibility for him to drop is this Friday. Of course, we don't have this 100% confirmed. This is only from the show's producer, Sasha, but it seems like, especially if, Ebro's just reading this note and saying like, yo, I'm reading something here and this says that and that, it just kind of feels like that's gotta be true. Because a lot of times these show's producers have some inside information, have some connection to the label, to the artist, that give them some information on how they can also structure their program then. And in this case, maybe they got the information that Kendrick was actually dropping this Friday. This is more than just some random Twitter leak account saying that Kendrick is going to drop this Friday. We've had that over the past couple of months, always like, oh, this Friday, that Friday. But this is actually a big, like, serious show that has some credibility to it, and I don't think that they would just put out something like that just to get clicks, just to get like a big thumbnail. And they didn't even act surprised like they all knew, and that's just kind of weird to me. We're out here speculating all this, and apparently they all know what's going on. But hey, it seems like we got it confirmed that a new Kendrick single is dropping this Friday. This would then also give him the perfect opportunity to perform the single at the Super Bowl. Again, people are already hyped up like that, and if Kendrick drops a new single after, now what's it been, 6 years after he dropped his last solo album? It's crazy. Or 5 years? Yes, 5 years since Damn dropped. But people are obviously going to tune into the new music he drops, and then he can immediately double down on that and perform it at the Super Bowl halftime show, likely the biggest stage in the country at any time of the year. That would then give him a huge boost and just be a lot more legendary. And when you think about it, it wouldn't make sense for him to drop the whole album before the show, something that I also speculated on in the past, over the past couple of weeks, because the Super Bowl halftime show is about 12 minutes, and he's performing alongside Mary J. Blige, Eminem, and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. And so if all of those artists are set to perform at this show within 12 minutes, each artist only has about, 3 minutes, 3 to 4, 2 to 4 minutes, something like that. So each artist can probably perform around 1 track. And for Kendrick to drop a whole album before that and then only be able to play one track, that is probably not a good idea. Here's what I think will go down. He will drop the track on Friday, the track that is now basically confirmed to be dropping. And then at the Super Bowl, he can perform that track as perfectly within those 2 to 4 minute range. This will then get everybody listening to the single even more. And then the Friday after, he can drop the album because he just dropped a new single. So Kendrick Lamar is already, in everybody's mouth already. And then he also performed at the Super Bowl, the biggest stage in the country. We saw what happened with The Weeknd last year. The Weeknd even paid. He paid to perform at the Super Bowl. It's not like he got nothing out of it. But when you looked at the streams afterwards on his Spotify account, they went all through the roof. So the Super Bowl halftime show can really do magic for any artist because it just raises, their platform and their audience by that much. And if Kendrick does that with a new track from a new, album that's coming out the week or the month after, that can definitely be the best rollout, he could possibly do. So I'm guessing that this is the way it'll go down. Also, especially since Kendrick's never performed at the Super Bowl, obviously, and also since he probably will never do that again, because usually artists do that once in their career. If it comes, up to then twice. But I guess that's the way he wants to use his opportunity. I'm excited. So we apparently got a new Kendrick track coming out this Friday. We don't know what exactly this will be. We don't know anything more about the actual album. We only know that this is his last record on TDE, as he announced, in that little statement that he wrote for us. I went over a lot of rumors about this new project, it being a 2-piece project with one being TDE and the other being PG Lang, more Baby Keem style. I went over all the rock album rumors or more rock influenced elements on this record in all the videos I made on this, so go check those out. I got a playlist made for y'all that y'all can, check out all the albums on this new album. Probably going to be called Oklahoma. We're not very sure about that one yet either. There's really not a lot of information out there, but I guess if this is now starting to roll out this Friday, we will get even more within the coming week after the Super Bowl. We'll probably get, release date, we'll get a album cover, a track list, all of that. And when that does happen, I'll be sure to keep y'all updated. So make sure you are subscribed. Also, what would be really epic is if he would announce the album while performing at the halftime show. That would be completely out of this world legendary, but that's something that I'm not expecting. But if it does happen, just remember I told y'all. Just remember that I called it, that Kendrick is announcing this new album at the Super Bowl halftime show. So Ebro on Rap Life Review, Apple Music just basically confirmed, or their producer Sasha, that K-Dot is dropping this Friday a new single for his new album. Then he's performing on Sunday at the Super Bowl, and then the couple coming weeks after that, probably the new album that we're all expecting. So yeah, that's my thoughts on this, my theories, my opinions, my speculations, and all of that. Now I want to know what you think about this. Do you also expect Kendrick to drop a new single this Friday? How credible do you think this information from their producer Sasha really is? And when do you kind of figure this album will drop? Exactly the week after, or like a month after? All of that, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and y'all take care.